What's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent, and welcome to the gameplay commentary rant review of Castlevania 4. I am putting this on the game channel first because I just want to spit this shit out before I do my proper essay on the anime channel. Links in the description and in the comments. But also gameplay because I don't want to get copyrighted. If that's cool with you, then I've got a lot of words. Actually, not that many, but I got a lot of energy to get out here on Castlevania Season 4, which I just binged. I am actually currently doing an essay on adult animation. This is shows like Primal or Invincible, which, think, Mark, is fucking amazing. And, you know, I'm really just in love with these more mature stories, this more mature, action-y, gory, you know, Doomslayer-ass shit, and holy fuck. Especially if you're a fan of a show like Primal, then, dear God, hell yes, Castlevania 4 is basically 8 episodes of just non-stop fighting, and maybe 1 or 2 episodes are kind of a little bit talking. There's still some blood and guts going to be in it, though. Holy crap, the cinematography, or I guess the choreography of these fights, and then the actual animation has been stepped up. It's clear, it's crisp, you really see what's going on. They definitely utilize that 3D environments very tastefully. The art style is cohesive. Everything about these fights, which that's basically all we can talk about, is the fighting systems, the magic systems, how people fight, how people get fucking killed. That is the season. This season is people fucking dying, man, and it's good. It's good, but it's not just grimdark. It's not just brutality, and it's not just doom and gloom. Actually, it's pretty heroic. It's kind of questy, and it actually sets up kind of to be a springboard for potentially a whole fucking just like story to come out of this, which I think we all felt was coming with season 3. We were like, hey, is this going to be like Game of Thrones? I mean, they're unfolding and unpacking a lot of shit right here, and that was a very slow season. Season 4, actually, in many ways, is equally slow, but not in terms of action. It's just, there's only a few plot points, and I can't say any of them because they're major climactic beats. So, yeah, there's a bunch of fights, and shit happens, and maybe we'll kill God, I don't know, but the escalation is absolute insanity, and that is mostly what I want to talk about and rant about, if that's cool with you guys. But Castlevania, in terms of action, fighting, plethora of fights, variety of fights, environments, and then the meaning of the fights, the struggle, god damn, it's good, it's good. Seeing just, I wish I could spoil it. I wish I could, you know, dissect every fight in this show. It's not as morally complex as like early Naruto, or, you know, definitely not as strategic as that show. And it doesn't have quite the artistic taste of something like Samurai Jack, where they have a whole fight basically strung out throughout an entire episode. But for what it tries to do, which is just popcorn fun, action, blood, and guts, and yet there's sort of like some teasings there of the fights and the magic systems. I don't know. I think there's a lot to chew on, but it is slow in terms of story. It's really more of like, okay, this could actually just be the end. This could be the final chapter, books closed, and it kind of ended on an open note. Or this could be the start of, yeah, maybe like a Game of Thrones level epic of interpersonal, you know, conflict, different kingdoms conquesting, fucking multiverse shit. I don't know if you guys have seen up to season 3, but what? You know, is there going to be like a hell invasion arc? What's going on with this? Or it could just be the end. Who knows? But it did give us a lot to chew on. And so, anyways, basically that's pretty much it. If there's any complaint, which I do want to get out before I just start ranting about, you know, something that I really want to rant about, the complaint is going to be the audio. God, I really hate to be a bummer like that, but no, it kind of sucked. Not the voice acting. It tends to actually, in Western animation, for Westerners, the voice acting and the lines, the dialogue is delivered great. You know, a lot of cursing, a lot of cussing. I did actually like that certain voices, whenever they would pan to someone's face really close, it would make the other person sound distant. Cool, that really worked out. Awesome. But I think maybe because of possibly the location restrictions, because of real world events, you know what I'm saying? I think that might have impacted the audio quality. Overall, some people's voices clearly sounded like they were using different mics or something like that. I don't know. But overall, it was fine. The voice acting I was cool with. My complaint is going to be the action, which is the visual action was so fucking good that it's just so clear, day and night, especially for a vampire, clear as day. It was bad. There's some scenes where somebody would grow wings, jump in the air, and crash on the ground, and there would be no sound. There would be no sound effect. What the hell? Like, there's sound effects missing, and a little bit lower quality, and overall, not much impact. Like, it was kind of quiet. You have these crazy, bright, explosive, literally explosive effects in fights, which I could gush about forever, which I will rant about in a little bit, but, the audio quality. So I don't know if they could do a remaster or remix, but, yeah. Fuck. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Otherwise, yeah, no, it's just a bunch of dumb action. People want to bring back Dracula. That's the plot. And you got to do some bad shit to bring someone back from hell. And then it gets morbid and crazy. It gets crazy. But it's pretty cool. It's a bunch of fighting. And, of course, the world is still grimdark. It's still definitely gloom and doom. But, no, you get some really fun fight scenes. People come together, band together. Let's go humanity. And, kick some dark world ass or whatever. So we see a bunch of vampire tools and magical, abilities and stuff like that. It seems like there might be some limitation, but it's probably a physical limitation. It seems like magic in this universe debatably has infinite scaling. And we see a bunch of different creatures that have, or especially, specifically vampires, which you'd think would be all somewhat similar, but no. Some vampires are fucking tanky as hell. Some are acrobatic as hell. Some have magical abilities. And the same thing with the humans. Humans have vastly different abilities and vastly different approaches to how they combat these monsters or use these monsters. And it's like, man, all this stuff is broken as hell. One character is straight up the main character of Solo Leveling, the most overpowered main character ever. Another character is straight up, another MC of another overpowered story, and so on and so forth. And it's just like, holy shit. This show, which has been very dark and grim and has a few heroes that can be spectacular, you never realized how spectacular they could be because they just have never been in such non-stop action, and you never really saw them fighting with other people, and of course in these situations. So you just didn't know the potential of humanity, the potential of what a vampire could be, the potential of what magic in this universe can actually unfold to be. And now with just all this fighting, even though the plot didn't move very far, it actually gave us, that's what I'm saying, a lot to chew on for the potential of the future. If we can kill God, or if we can even dare to, then will we? Because that's the thing, you like back in the day when you think Dragon Ball Z, oh, they can fly, they can shoot Kamehamehas and stuff like that, they can destroy planets, we could fight God. Dragon Ball Z fights God. So that's what I'm thinking is like, okay, what is the limits of this? What is the potential of this? Because maybe we're getting to a point where things could be a little bit more optimistic. But of course, being Castlevania, I'm thinking we're going to get smacked the fuck down. I'm thinking that maybe there's going to be other universes, other entities, elemental beings and creatures, and who knows, man, maybe hell itself will literally try to devour this world, all worlds, I don't fucking know, but I just feel like, man, there is seasons and seasons worth of content that can unfold based on, just based on the fact of, hey, it looks like there's a lot of power in this universe. It looks like there is a lot of magic and machinery and knowledge and things that I want to explore, which is really exciting. And of course, part of the tragedy of Castlevania. But now that we are dare to explore and go into those dark spaces of this universe, what is creeping in those dark spaces? It's hiding in the shadows or the folds of the universe. So yeah, I probably rambled about that just a little bit too long, but that's just what I'm really left thinking of. And definitely starting with season 3, you start to really think these kind of thoughts, and season 4 definitely begins to explore that. Yeah, hey, our heroes and monsters and everything in this universe is broken as hell, and it is going to escalate further than you ever thought it could, or it potentially could. If they keep going with the show, it could. Is it a good thing? I don't know. Voltron got kind of weird. You probably think Dragon Ball got weird. Naruto gets weird. But you know what? I'm just so on for the ride. And frankly, I think most people are. Whether you think it's cringy or shark jumpy, I think actually currently Boruto's story is really good. I think Dragon Ball is still really good and has so much potential. And I'm having so much fun with webtoons. There's so much story to tell, and even more darkness and brutality. It's not just, oh, One Punch Man, everything's going to be cool. Actually, when you have a hero that overpowered, you have enemies that overpowered, you have a universe that is that cruel, oh man, it could get really good. And I think Castlevania is really going to hone in on that, where, no, things are brutal. I think things are going to get really, really dark if it continues, and I think at the same time it could be so expansive, and so I think it could be fantastic. I think it could be an epic fantasy tale that's not just blood, guts, swing a whip around, magic fireballs and shit like that. I think it actually could have a little bit more substance. But if it ends season 4, it was fun popcorn, gave me something to chew on, something to think about with the universe or greater universes or whatever of Castlevania, and I had fun with the ride, but hopefully it doesn't end here. I think it could go really far based on what I've seen with other media, and it would be really cool to see a Western cartoon really tackle those concepts, because for the most part that has been a Korean and Japanese and Chinese thing, so yeah, would be fun. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I can't really say too much more because, again, it was really mostly dumb fun. Audio was a little jank, but the fight scenes, choreography, the art was stepped up. It was really good. If you're a little worried because of the first season, second season, third season started looking better, fourth season looks freaking phenomenal, and if they continue with this show, I think people are going to love it. So what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I just said a bunch of bullshit, but yeah, do it up. See you in the next one.